Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Works Every Time podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Markus Soland, here with
Justin Essenmacher.
And I'm Phillip Garcia.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for checking us out. Make sure you check out our sponsor, TEJAS TONIC. Use the promo code WETPOD for 15% off your order. That's taxes and then some, right, Phil?
Yes, it is. 15%
Absolutely.
off.
Go to,
All natural, no sugar.
Yeah, no sugar. Go to tejastonic.com. That's TEJASTONIC.com. They got seltzers and gummies and all kinds of fun stuff on there. Also, make sure you check out the Sunset Strip. They got a lot of great shows coming up. You might see us on some of those shows. And we are actually going to have our live show there on May 30th. We got the poster right there. Tickets are available now. We're going to have the link in our bio, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, use code WETPOD. All right, we're doing that. We're doing a promo code for it, probably.
We're going to do a promo code. The code WETPOD is going to get you something % off. We don't know what that is yet.
It's usually a pretty big amount.
Yes.
We're sellouts for a good discount.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
We just want to see you there and having a good time with us.
Markus, you have some dates, right?
yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be at Shakespeare's on April 23rd, doing a 30-minute set if you want to check that one out. I'll
Jesus.
be at Mama Merlot's April 26th as well. And then May 2nd, I'll be back at the Sunset Strip opening for the great and powerful Darius Bennett on May 2nd. Check that out. And then May 7th at the Buzzmill. So come check out some of those dates.
Nice. 30 minutes at the Shakespeare's.
30 minutes at the
Crazy.
Shakespeare's, baby.
Good luck. I'm in June on the 13th and 14th. I'm up in Wisconsin. And then the following weekend, I'm in Vegas. All with Tony Casillas. Very funny guy, very good friend. Come check me out there if you're listening from those places. I'd love to hear a soaker. I'd love to meet a soaker in real life.
A soaker.
Is that what we're calling the listeners? Soakers? Because they're wet?
Oh, I thought you were talking about that Amish thing where they, or that thing where they can't have sex. And
Maybe we
rock
call
the
them
bed.
Soggy Bottom boys?
Sorry, no.
We're
Soggy
working
Bottom?
on a name
We're
for
working
you
on-
guys.
I want to see you there. That'd be cool to see an out-of-state wet boy.
Yeah.
That'd make my day. Make
Or
my
girl.
year. Yeah, or girl. I know we have a lot of those.
Yeah, I think we might have to find a nickname because I don't think we can be like wet girls.
Yeah. I
Hey,
call my people
girls.
what the fuckers. That's what I call them.
You call them what the fuckers?
What the fuckers.
What the fuckers? Nice. I
With
like
the
that.
PH.
And before we forget, July 26th, also, we're going to be at Hyenas Fort Worth, so doing another live show there.
We're back.
We'll get that ticket link up as soon as we get that ticket link
We're
up. How
so
about that?
fucking back.
Oh, yeah, we're back.
So back.
We're so back.
Oh, guys, and my dates, you could see me at our show, the 30th, right there on this poster. And what was that?
The 26th of
The
July.
26th. You can see I got a date there too. So come see me
Hell yeah. And make
with
sure
the
you,
Wet Podcast.
Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, everywhere you get your podcasts, except the really weird ones, I'm sure. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think we're on Google Podcast.
They shut that down, I think.
No.
Google Podcast is now YouTube Music, I think. Right?
Oh, well, we got to get back on there.
What were we supposed to roll into
So,
after that?
but
Your
happy
birthday,
birthday
man.
to Phillip.
No, that was last week.
I know,
Yeah,
but I
but-
mean, it's like, well, so now you're a year older.
It was a good day.
You're a year older, but you look 5 years older, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Some people texted and they said, you don't look a day over 35.
Ooh,
yep,
you know what's
that's pretty
funny?
true.
You posted that birthday post of him,
Yeah.
and you have aged a bit.
Both of us. Vape Chronicles makes us look 15 years old.
Vape Chronicles
Actually,
was crazy.
That was when I had no hair and no mustache.
Your skin was like tight on your face.
It was,
You were
actually.
shining in that video.
That was weird. I was wondering about my skin. It was like glowing in
Can't
that.
see bones in my head. There's like,
You look like a different person.
I know. I grew my hair out and don't wear those glasses much anymore.
I was
Unless I'm
wondering
not
if it
wearing
was the
contacts.
facial hair and the hair.
Facial hair for sure. The mustache changed everything.
Wow.
That
yeah.
person just has gone by, has left.
You know what the
building.
difference
True.
was? When I was
With
watching
me, for me.
When I was watching the Vape Chronicles, you used to like vaping. Now you like need to. You had fun vaping back then. Now you're like,
No, we weren't even vaping back then.
No, we just did vaping
We
for the
found
video.
those.
Literally,
Yeah.
we're like, no, Phillip was like, yeah, he had a vape. I didn't even vape. I just vape for the video. I hate vaping.
Yeah.
Unless it's a weed vape, then I'll smoke that. I can't do a nicotine vape. Rips my lungs apart.
It was fun. It was right when everyone got to. It was like one of the first pieces of like new scene Austin content that came out. It was stupid and
Vape
silly. but
Chronicles, man.
One of the few things that were like made a video on little Justin's little iPad.
Yeah, dude, I was literally editing. I started editing when we were like at shows. I'd be on my phone like editing Vape Chronicles. I'm like, this is
People
gonna
were-
change my life.
They did. People started hitting us up to produce live shows with cameras. We're like, yeah, we'll figure it out. And then we get it all done. We'd send it to him. We're like, look, it looks like shit. The show is shit. He'd be selling products for nothing.
I mean, people did. There was a point in when I first moved here, people were getting like asking me to produce them videos, and I was making all videos with my finger on like that app, that Premiere app or whatever. It's not even Premiere app. What is it? It's called.
It's a Chinese editing app.
I still have it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's called Perfect Video.
Perfect Video.
I bought it for $4.99.
Yeah.
I've had it for years now. It works great.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I had to use every cut that you saw was literally done with like my fingers, like
Very Chinese.
so
very...
minuscule work, dude. It sucked. But people were like hiring me, like Creek in the Cave hired me to make videos, and I'm like, it's taking me so long to make a 30-second hype reel. It took me like 2 days because I'm like,
it was a hype reel though.
The cream ended up rising to the top over there.
Yeah.
The production aspects of things. They have a studio now and everything.
Yeah.
We were a placeholder for a minute.
I tried. I mean, like if I had the equipment now, I could be like, yeah, I could do it. I learned a lot. I also learned what I shouldn't say yes to.
We learned that we don't want to do it for anybody else but ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's the thing. It's like we've been in Austin for 4 years. I realized that. Like this is like our roughly a couple weeks ago was my 4-year.
I've been here longer than I've been anywhere else.
This is the longest I've been anywhere except college, and I was not in college. I wasn't there in the summers. So
you weren't doing stand-up comedy yet.
My senior year, I started dabbling, but yeah,
the longest I've been doing comedy in one city for sure.
I was in Detroit for about the same amount of time.
I did comedy in Detroit for like over 5 years.
Like 2.5 years in DFW if you don't count the pandemic.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man.
I said if I don't leave by 30, if I don't leave Michigan by 30, I'm gonna kill myself. And
Thank
went to
God,
LA.
thank God you left.
Thank God I left, or maybe hey.
Now you're what, 34?
35
in Texas.
And in Texas,
still wanting.
I just want to go home.
The thing, it's like quitting cigarettes, dude.
Yeah.
When you quit cigarettes, you still want cigarettes. It's like even if you're like, I'm not gonna kill myself, you still want to.
I don't. Well,
no.
Yeah. Good days, bad days. We go, up and down. At least I'm not thinking about taking my car into a tree anymore. I'm not doing that. Hey, that's a positive.
Well, you just bought a new car.
I feel like that thought is such a symptom of a low place. Because you only have that thought when shit is nigh. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about it when you're doing okay, like right now, I'm like, that sounds like well, who would have that thought? But then you realize you're like, oh, you have that thought once every 3 months or so. But you're like, obviously there's nothing there. You're not, I'm not, but it's like, you'll be like in traffic, like, I'll just fucking kill myself then. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, wow, I really meant that. And then you realize you're like, okay, maybe it's time to turn the page and think about life a little differently for the next couple chapters.
Do you remember the first time you thought about killing yourself?
No,
it's always like when I'm going 60 and I could just make a quick 90-degree turn.
Yep.
That's when I'm like, you know what? We don't have to go downtown anymore.
I was 16 years old. I had made 4 errors in 3 innings in a baseball game.
Christ,
and on the drive home, this was against our cross-campus rival, like our biggest rival, first game of the season. They at some point, they just started hitting it at me on purpose.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't feel the fucking ground ball. And I was driving home. I was like, I could just turn.
Yeah.
It would be over. I wouldn't have to go to school tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't think I was going fast enough to get anything done, but I wouldn't have to go to school the next day. I'm sorry, that was kind of bummer.
No,
sad.
For me, I always terrify myself when I wake up driving. You do that shit? You like fall asleep driving?
Yes.
You're like, whoa,
all the time.
There is a God.
Yeah,
that stuff terrifies
That
me.
doesn't happen as much now, but yeah, when I would take those long drives home, I'd just be like, I'd wake up on the highway and I'd be like, oh shit, I'm like a mile. It's not.
One time
terrifying.
a sneeze saved my life.
Yeah.
You were talking about how a sneeze almost killed you driving the other day.
Sneezes, they're terrifying because they are. That's like a thing. Like it's happened to me where you're just like you're driving and you yank the wheel because
you can't sneeze with your eyes open. It's scientific.
You can't sneeze with your eyes open either. You're not supposed to do that, and also you're not supposed to like hold it in because then that can hurt your heart. But then if I do any of it, if I sneeze or I don't sneeze, I'm gonna hurt myself. I always hurt my neck because
you got to let go of the wheel then, for a second. You literally got to let Jesus take the wheel.
No, because then because your body's still jerking, so now you're still moving. It's not really a safe way. Did you ask me if I've thought about killing myself? Yeah.
No. What? No.
Oh, we're not going back there? Okay. Well, you two answered it.
No more Suicide Chronicles.
You two answered it.
Well, we started it because you started it.
Yeah. I didn't start it.
Also, mine was 15 years ago. I thought that was long enough. That was just the first time. I don't know. I did think about it not that long ago.
No, that was just my morning. I just, like, you were talking about we only have these thoughts when we're stressed out, and you asked me, like, before the podcast. Sorry. Choking on my own spit. It was just a stressful morning. Like, so I woke up early to get stuff done, and then it never goes how I planned. The animals puked like 5 times this morning. Oh, I cleaned up some puke from the night priors because the cats, they just love to eat grass and then just throw up on the ground. And they're outside for half the day, but they won't puke outside. They go eat the grass and then puke inside. And then I was, of course, just about to leave, had enough time, and I was, hey, look, I can go smoke my weed and I'll be fine. I have time. Oh, come out. New fresh pile of puke from the cat. Just like, meow. And it just,
I think
pile of puke.
you need to take that cat to the vet. Let's turn it inside out.
And then I'm just like,
Yeah, the vet.
and then just a normal man reaction. I don't know what it is, but this is my reaction, at least from the men in my family, is fuck. Just you yell the F word as loud as you possibly can through the house.
Cat puked, if my animal's like twice, okay. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm clearly not getting you outside or something, but picking up puke 4 times, I'd
It's just like because they have like piles of puke already that I had to clean up that was just dry like spit heaves.
Why are they puking?
Because that's what they do. They eat the food and then they eat the grass and then they throw it up. They'd scarf it down, they gorge, and then they throw up all the food too. And then they go, bleh, and then there's a.
Do you remember during the pandemic when my cat kept shitting in the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know what we did? We just made him an outside cat for 6 months, and he stopped doing it.
Yeah.
You got to put those cats outside for a minute.
You don't want them outside because then they get eaten by mosquitoes and stuff, and then they get the heartworms.
Justin's cats, that's a coyote eaten for 3 months. Just one.
And there's coyotes out there. There's literally coyotes out there.
You got what are they? You got plushies for cats.
I do. They're both literally 17 pounds.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
At one
You could
point,
work out with them if you wanted to.
You could.
Pick them up by the tail.
You for real. At one point, Phoebe was 20 pounds.
Oh my
Jesus.
God. What the fuck?
Cat
Why?
Ozempic. You need to put that cat on.
Why did think about it. If you were a cat and you just slept all day and ate food and did nothing, because when they were in an apartment, they were bigger because they didn't get to get outside. But now we have a house, so they started losing weight because they're running around the yard. They're happy. So
They
losing
sound
weight.
super happy.
You're just puking it up.
Oh, they're happy as
I'm
shit.
having such a good time. Blah. It's like me. They're like me, actually. Yeah.
Did you throw up on your birthday?
No, I actually, 29. I've got figured it out.
Wait, you're 29?
Yeah.
I thought you were 20. Wow, 29. Congrats.
Yeah. Just drank at the pool. Went to breakfast early. Played the golf. Didn't drink during golf. We did bring a whole ass bong out to the golf course though.
That was funny.
And then we went straight to the pool where I slapped the bag. I got drunk for sure, but not too drunk all day. My brothers came into town. They really put your drunk in perspective. You're like, shit, I ain't that drunk. They got drunk.
They were.
Actually, Luke's usually the one. The middle brother's usually one that goes full throttle. He was very tame. And then Jack
was going. He
got
was a
crazy.
wild boy.
He was introducing himself like 5 times to everybody.
Nice.
He was just having a good time.
He was.
Everyone was
21,
like, hey, who is
right?
that guy? He keeps introducing him like, that's my little brother.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, okay, I get it now. And then we go to, as a joke, we needed food afterwards. So like everyone was tossing around really, really good, plausible options to go. Like, oh, we should go Chili's to pick up a nice little meal real quick. And then we'll go, the bar afterwards, sing karaoke. And I was like, someone said Ojos Locos as a joke. You know me.
What's Ojos Locos?
It's Mexican Hooters. It's like a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
El Hooters.
Everything on the
Nice.
TV is in ESPN Deportes.
Oh, that's
like,
next to your Chili's.
crazy. Yeah, they're just in thongs, asshole hair, like touching food. Crazy. And then
They got hair down
it's what
there?
used to be Trudy's. Used to work at this location.
That's what I knew you were talking about. Yeah, I used to work at a location.
yeah, it's now
terrible place.
It's now a Latina Hooters.
Oh man, I can imagine how clean it is there.
so,
I was there when it was dirty.
They're all like, no. I'm like, no, we said it. We're going. That's what I want to do. It's my birthday. We're going to Ojos Locos. Let's go fucking see what it's about. We go there. I get like a huge 100-ounce tower of beer. And then we're like not drunk enough to be there. It's also lonely. It's Monday night at Ojos Locos.
So how many people were in that restaurant?
Maybe 12 other than us. And then
And how many
this
were
is
you
where
guys?
It goes bad. What's up?
How many were you guys?
6.
Okay.
This is what we find
So
out
you
later
added
is
50% to the
Yeah.
bar.
We added 20% to our tab that we didn't know about. And that's where it gets crazy. So my brother Jack, he drunk. We get wings, we get nachos, we get a 100-ounce tower of beer. They come over, they shake their butts, they do the whole little cha-cha-cha thing. It's like, cool. I'm like, okay, this is funny. They're way too touchy with me and Allie, only Allie and us. I'm like, these are the 4 single guys. Like, touch them. I don't want to be touched. And then the wings come out. Jack is like hammered. And we eat the wings. We're like, you know what? Ojos Locos pretty good. We're cross-referencing with the Google reviews. We're like, it's giving it like a 6.2. We're giving it an 8 point. We're giving it 85 out of 100 right now. It's not bad. Restrooms, a little dirty. Had to touch like 5 things to get out of there, but that's okay. We're having a good time. And girls are half naked. 85 so far. check comes out. They fuck up the cards. So poor little Jack, literally poor little Jack, he didn't have much money on his debit card, gets charged with me and Allie's bill, who were like taking care of the beer. It's like 100. Ours was 101. And then Jack's was only supposed to be 24 with like 2 green tea shots that he got from me and him. Jack has $86 on his checking account. They come back and they go, hey, it bounced. And then Jack's like, well, that's all the money I had. Like, you charged all the money off the card pending. And they're like, oh, well, we'll void it out and it'll be good to go.
No, it won't.
And then they come back and like Jack was making a fuss because he's drunk.
Yeah.
He's like, literally, I don't even know how I'm going to get back to Fort Worth. We're like, calm down or whatever. And then he's like, I'm out here getting played by some 18-year-old Colombian chick. I'm like, yeah, they'll do it to you. And they come back, they're like, okay, sir, we charged your card. It went through. And then he's like, I'm real sorry. He puts like an extra $6 on there. He thinks he's giving like a 25% tip. And then Allie gives a $20 bill down because ours was $100. We're tipping 20%. And they bring back an itemized receipt. And we realize that they already included a 20% gratuity. So now we've tipped this bitch like 40% on a $140 bill. So she's cleaned up. So
she didn't give you a receipt?
Not an itemized one until they fucked up the cards and then brought out the itemized receipt after they switched it back. So Jack's like now $6 or like $100 under, and then Jack picks up a chicken wing and throws it on the ground. He goes, man, this is fucking, man. He just throws a saucy ass boneless wing on the ground. I'm like, oh man. He's like 6'9", 6'9" at best now, 6'9", and we're like laughing. We're like, oh, we got to get him out of here. We take him to Egos. We kill that shit. We do karaoke. We get home later though, and Jack has a full crash out moment. He's like, I'm tired of this world pushing me around, man. And we're like, yo, it's just Ojos Locos. They said they put the money back on the card. He just had he's shoving me and Luke. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. It's always been like this. I'm like, hey, man. Hey.
Is this now?
That's alcohol for
Which
you.
brother was this?
The youngest.
Okay, so not the one who came up with the name of the podcast that we're currently doing.
No.
Okay. I got you.
Luke's mentality would been much more works every time. Jack was having he woke up the next morning, he's like, I'm sorry, man, it was your birthday. It's just that whole thing at Ojos Locos. That sentence alone is so funny to me. That whole incident at Ojos Locos really just got me tilted.
Do you
At least
think?
I remembered.
I think they probably did that on purpose, though. They knew you guys were drunk, and they're like, I bet if I don't tell them there's a tip added, then they'll add a
Well,
tip.
they do that.
100%
I know
tip.
the tip thing. They probably did that. But the way they fucked it up, it's like when you're trying to be like, get a little extra money, and then you start fucking it up. That's when it's like, now I don't want to give you extra money.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, give me the damn receipt because
Yeah, give me that cash back. I didn't realize we already tipped you 20%.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
this
exactly
was
it.
not a $40 tip
Or
experience.
if you're
don't
not going to
understand-
give me any cash back, at least do that ass shaking thing again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Also, I don't want to see your ass.
That's what I
Just give
said.
me my money, dude. This food sucks. The beer was warm. It's a 2 out of 10 for me.
It was.
Also, Trudy's. Oh my god, I'm so happy that place
I'll never
closed.
go
What a
back there.
shithole.
I'll never go back to Ojos Locos.
Yeah.
I'll keep my eyes straight for the rest of my life.
Nice.
Ojos Temos.
That's why I like Hooters, because they don't play that shit. They're just like, you can look, but we're not going to feel you
No,
up.
but the thing is, also, I was just gonna say, is with those girls,
Get a private
it's how
room at
stupid
Ojos
people are.
Locos. Sorry. How much for the private room at Ojos Locos?
You mean the bathroom, sir?
Yeah, how much for the bathroom? How much to fuck you in the bathroom?
Crazy place in the world.
Did it smell weird in there?
Like I said, it was fine. It was the only thing. It smelled like there had been a couple chicken wings thrown on the floor. Every guy who walks in there gets scammed, throws a chicken wing on the floor. It's just such a crazy
Did they
thing to do.
did they decorate it all? How's the patio out there?
It looks good. It looks good.
What is the inside? I've never been in there. So what's the color of that
So
scheme?
the floor is like a buffalo orange.
Beautiful.
So the wing just fit in
Wing just
perfectly.
fit in perfectly. The way it smacked the
For some
ground.
reason, when I walk in this restaurant, I just want buffalo wings.
Yeah, it used to be a white floor, but then they fucked enough people on the tips that everyone just threw their buffalo wings down. They're like,
Texas
let's go with
Roadhouse
orange.
with chicken wings. You just eat them and then you throw the bones on the ground.
TEJAS Roadhouse.
That would be so disgusting if it was a wing place. You just throw the wings. Oh, that would be so nasty. Just throwing wing
Snapping
bones on the floor.
What was
yeah.
the place that had
Hey,
the
don't bring your
peanuts on the
dog in
ground?
here. What's
That's
up?
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse had the peanuts on the ground.
They don't do
and-
that anymore thanks
and
to
Logan's.
COVID. COVID ruined that, taking it away.
No,
now
you
they give you a
can't-
bag of peanuts, it takes the fun away. It's like, because the only reason I was eating the peanuts was because I was bored. I was waiting for my steak. So now I'm going to stick my hand in that dirty peanut bowl.
Because people with peanut allergies will die being within a 5-mile radius of a Logan's or a Texas Roadhouse.
We ran into this yesterday.
Yeah, you want me
Dude,
to-
yeah, tell the story.
Speaking of allergies, so the show last night, at the club. It was a small show, so there's like 15 people there. The third table I helped was a table of these ladies. It was 2 ladies. Should I say that they were?
Let's just say there were 2 ladies who didn't want to have any men in their lives. All right.
Yeah, with some short. They had a nice haircut. It was
plaid khaki shorts, lots of pockets. I get what you're going with. Yeah,
exactly. You must have seen
Subaru
them.
drivers.
It's almost like you were there.
Yeah. Well, there's a type. Anyways, early or late show?
Early.
Got to get home.
Got to get home. They really wanted to get home. After you hear this, you'll be like,
Subaru's not going to get stuck in traffic.
That's right. That's not going to get stuck in traffic at all.
Okay, you're saying?
So I said, hello, how are you doing today? And she goes, hi, I have a very severe gluten, or I have a very severe celiac disease.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, and I'm smiling
selection.
at her. I'm smiling at her. Also, we're at a comedy club. Not that serious of a place. You're ordering alcohol. If you're also a grown adult woman that's 50 plus years old, you probably should know what celiac is in. You're probably going to avoid the beer.
You should have said, hope you're not allergic to dairy because it's about to get pretty cheesy in here.
Oh, that would have pissed her off even more.
Me smiling pissed her off.
Yeah.
I knew me smiling because I'm like,
Pisses me
and
off.
I go.
And that's the lamest thing since sliced bread.
For real.
And that would kill you.
Yeah. And so I go, that's okay. So maybe let's stick to like a mixed drink because I know what celiac is. I'm not a retard lady.
You've
I'm not
served
stupid.
for a while. You know what you can
Yeah,
get.
I know. I'm actually a professional server and doing it for years. And I've been around it. Also, this is alcohol. So anyway, I was just like, so you avoid beer? Because she was about to ask for beer. That's another thing. She already knew she couldn't get what she wanted. Because I feel like she was like, I want beer. But
You
I
can
was
drink
like,
Athletic. It doesn't have gluten in it.
I go, you should just stick to mixed drinks. And she goes, you know what? Just give me liquid death water. And I was just like, well, yeah, there's no gluten in that. That's fine. And I'm like, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Like, you're an adult. You should know what you're going to order. Like, these people make these food allergies out to be
It's a standard high top bar. You should know what you're going to drink when you walk in.
Especially if you're
you
like
have
that
celiac.
serious.
Yeah,
it's just the thing. It was just like her identity was her being who she is, but it wasn't enough. So she had to have celiac to be like, more, I have problems, which you don't. It's fine. I get it. Everybody has these food allergies, but it's just like vegans going to restaurants too. Vegans will come up to you and you're like, hi, how you doing? I'm a vegan. What do you have for me on the menu?
Mashed potatoes.
And I just look at those people. No, you can't do that because there's dairy in it because they put butter in it usually.
We got
I just
dry
look at them.
mashed potatoes.
Well, I just look at the vegans and I'm like, and all these people, I'm like, if you read the menu, it literally shows you. Or it's just like, you don't have to say it. It's like, you should know what you want.
Yeah.
But they expect you to hand feed them because they're special.
And then, no. Hand feed is a perfect segue. Then what happened?
Can't do hand fed because that's human being.
So she goes, I forgot. So this is what happened. So she orders the waters and she goes, can he not open it? And I was like, well, we kind of got to open it to serve it.
Legally.
And she's like, and I go, well, I'll see what I can do. So when I sent it, I was going to just go run back to the bartender and tell him not to open it. But it was such a quick thing. He already like popped it, but it wasn't fully open. So I was like, it shouldn't be that big of a problem.
Well, that's legally within its realms. As long as you crack that carbonation seal.
Yeah. So it wasn't fully open. I was like, well, that's fine. So then I bring it over and she goes, he touched them. He's probably touching beer back there. So now there's probably wheat all over the thing. I didn't want to. I told you that. And you know what? I want the refund. I want to refund the tickets. I'm done. This is over. I want to go. And her girlfriend's looking at her and she's like, her girlfriend's like, she has to be supportive, but she also knows that she's acting crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody here is like, this is insane,
I'm
right?
not even ready. I don't even remember where we parked the Subaru.
And I'm like, and she goes, can you we're going to refund the drinks. I don't want the drinks because he touched them. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, you're at a comedy show. I don't think you're going to be able to handle any of this.
Ellen is performing tonight.
Yeah.
I don't care. We don't like Ellen anymore.
She's like, where's the manager at? I need a manager. And now, mind you, this woman has been there for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
She was mad from the get-go.
They were fighting in the car.
Dude, let me see if she left a Google review. Just real
Crazy
quick.
thing about
just in case.
vegans and milk, vegans and milk, who doesn't like their titties being sucked on?
Right.
That'll make no sense.
That
to me.
lady.
Yeah, touche.
Dude.
All joy and pleasure out the window.
It was just.
We should read some Sunset Strip reviews.
She didn't post one.
Never mind. Yeah, okay.
No. She also, the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure she was in town for Moon Tower. And I'm like, you came to a city for a comedy festival when you don't like people smiling.
You know what? And I'm
laughing?
a germaphobe. You guys know this. But I can't be like, don't touch the thing, but bring it to me.
Yeah.
What do you want? And this is a situation where I feel bad for her girlfriend because she's dealing with the same shit that every guy who's dating a woman deals with. Where when they're, and we love women, but they're like just being hyper irrational, and you're like, I don't even know how to. There's no way to do what you want right now.
Yes, exactly.
It's
That's
impossible.
what it was. That's what it was. And you know what the thing is? The other girl ordered a still water and a Modelo.
Modelo. So if you're
which
gonna kiss her,
I was just thinking this. I was like, so whoa. Wait a sec. So it would be residual in her mouth.
Yeah.
So then you can't. Oh, and also it's inside her body. So you can't have no fun
I'm
tonight
sure
either
the
down
yeast
there, can you?
The yeast infection too is probably making bread as well, right?
Yeah, that's it. So they just not touching. That's why she's so pent up.
it might have been a first date.
If it's a first date, oh my God, hopefully it's a last.
I just don't like the way you treated the server about your gluten intolerance.
That's what's crazy. And the people out there, they expect servers to literally go, oh my God, that is, I understand. And I would just love.
You just got to do what I do. You just got to do that. And you go back and you go, this fucking C word.
do.
And then you go, they hand you the beer and then you just grab 4 fingers in, 1 thumb out. And you're like, yeah, I bet you like that. I bet you like that.
Yeah.
Oh, here, the whiskey's stuck towards the bottom of the glass. Let me get that up for you. Here you go. Oh, you want quality service? Here, one second. Here's one of these for you.
They're just straight
And a
up
little garnish.
Dane Cook and waiting.
Yeah,
Tahini for you, a little tahini on the rim for you. It's just
Did I ever
like
tell you when I worked at
crust.
that barbecue spot what happened? This one person brought in their own bun.
Great.
They were like, and it was great. It was disgusting looking because it was all no bread bun type situation. They were like, can you put the burger on this bun? And I remember I brought it back to the kitchen and they were like,
no.
They looked at me like,
No, you literally.
I was like,
that's actually literally what you just did, person, is actually against the health code. So you can't do what you just did. Stop doing that shit.
yeah.
Sure you can.
No, you can't.
I bring in my own eggs.
You can't bring in your
That's
Every diner
also
I go to,
another
I bring
thing.
in my own eggs.
You know what's actually crazy with
It's a
health
Larry
code?
David bit,
You're
but-
actually not technically. You're not supposed to bring in like any outside food. Like so, if you work at a restaurant, you're not actually supposed to bring in lunch for yourself.
So that's dog shit because I bring in a pot of chili everywhere I go.
Yeah.
That's
The
good.
whole ass
do.
pot of
I
chili.
love a pot of chili, dude. That's amazing. I would love to eat it.
I bring
but
it in
the
a
thing is,
saran wrap bag too. It's just like loose in a plastic bag. I got a big old ladle. I'm walking to Chili's. Y'all want I brought a little chili for dessert for everybody. You want a little bar?
craziest
Just pour it
thing
across
is
the bar like a trough.
The Guatemalan guys I worked with would make soup and then they would put the soup in a plastic bag on top of a plastic dish. I'm like, dog, the amount of microplastics that are you're melting the plastic. There's no way this plastic isn't melting right now. The soup was super good, but that was really super good.
Dude, I just want to know, like, though, in the FDA, like the health department, like when they make up some shit, like this cup right here, dude, this cup is against health code because it doesn't have a straw because you have to touch it. And it's like,
you
who's
have to put-
drinking the coffee?
No, you just have to say, take the lid off for me, please.
Oh, okay. See, Phillip knows his way around every single.
It's not.
Phil knows the loopholes. Loophole Phil is what I call him.
Which brings me to my financial advice, I guess, huh?
This brings you to our next segment. Da-da-da-da. Phillips.
Hey, everybody. It's April 21st, and your taxes are late. Congrats. You're just like me. Look, we're not so different, are we? And it's just one sentence, as it mostly is every week. There's only 2 things that are certain in life. Do you know what they are?
What?
Death
Yeah.
and taxes. So you're going to have to kill me. Because I ain't paying that shit. I don't know who it was the other day. I think it was like I think it might have been like Joe Newcomer on an open mic. He was like, old married men pay taxes. He's like, young single men, I ain't paying that shit. It's like crazy. Like,
I heard him say that, and I realized I'm an old married guy because
Yeah,
I
you're
just
paying
paid
taxes.
we joint filed and everything, man.
That's why I was mad today and late because I was looking for my damn whatever tax form to fill up my taxes for today because it's literally deadline day today.
I
No,
paid
it's
him.
not. Yesterday. It's the 15th.
I thought it was the 16th.
There's a 2-week grace
kidding me?
period.
Are you?
There's no
Marcus,
such
I
thing.
swear
Okay,
to
never
God,
mind,
if
never
you
mind.
don't-
No
if you
late
do that-
penalty.
if
I'm
you
sorry, I'm
do
sorry,
that,
I'm sorry, I'm
Are you
sorry.
kidding me? Thing where I think you think I care about the fucking government? Oh my God, Marcus.
What? You don't know what day vote day is? Actually, what day's election day? Ooh, when is this? Ooh,
I don't give a
first
about
Tuesday
that.
of November.
The
Justin,
taxes are
Marcus
bullshit.
has his thermostat in his Google Calendar.
I know. I'm just.
He literally
so
has
pent
a
up.
notification every day to either turn up or turn down his air conditioning.
Yeah. I'm so organized, it's disorganized.
That's a nightmare.
I need a little bit of you in my life because
And I need a little bit of you
in
in my life.
I'm just, dude. I
can
can't
turn
do
mine
it. I
down,
don't know.
actually. Thanks for
I
reminding
don't
me.
know how the government y'all intended us to like live. Is it supposed to be this hard? Because it's starting to get annoying as shit.
See, we paid $500, and I just want to know how much is going to Ukraine and how much is going to Israel. That's what I want to know.
another thing.
Just turned it up to 74.
Nice. That's smart, dude. Mine should be at 80.
Soup's just at home sweating right now.
Oh, I should turn mine off. This is the clip of us changing our thermostats. No one's
It's starting
home.
to get hot in Texas, so when you're not there, you turn that shit up.
Turn it off.
What were we talking about before that, though?
About just the
Oh, you're talking about Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam, dude, is not. I don't like him. He's not my favorite uncle at all.
I feel like he's the uncle who fingers you every April 15th, and you're just like, hey, man, I'm going to tell on you one of these days.
Uncle Sam is definitely the uncle right now that's making really inappropriate jokes.
Yeah, and you know what I want to say to Uncle Sam? It's like, hey, so the rest of the days, all the other days prior to this day, before I paid my taxes, when I was giving you taxes throughout the entire year, what'd you do with all that money? Did you spend it?
They spent
Why
it.
do you need more?
They spent so much they borrowed some from China.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I wish sometimes that I had a little
They
bit of the
raised him
government in me
again.
where I could just be like, you know what? I fucked up. You know what? I'm going to get more money and I'm still going to get that yacht. I'm still going to get the yacht. It's like, you can't get the yacht. Oh, and some missiles with it too. Well, I can't afford groceries.
Actually, I've been able to afford groceries. He just goes, fuck this.
I hate this.
My grocery bill's been lower, but
You know what you should learn to be able to eat, and then you'd save a lot of money? Cat throw up.
yeah.
If you could learn to eat cat throw up, you'd be
That would
fucking-
that
hear
would
JJ
change
through
the
the
game.
glass on
That was the
that
first
laugh.
JJ laugh I've heard.
If you walked out this morning, you'd have been like, oh my God, the guys cooked me breakfast again. You would be in a good mood.
You know what? I should have thought of it that way.
Chicken fried
Guys,
cat
quit
throw up.
cooking. I can't keep up with all this.
Honestly,
cat
I
throw up.
can't.
You guys,
If I could recycle my cat's puke, I wouldn't have to buy cat food ever again.
it's got to be healthy.
Yeah, it's like that coffee they collect from bird shit.
Oh
It's the
God.
same thing. Just start giving them like whole cooked, like uncooked brisket and see if it comes out like shredded pulled pork or whatever. I don't know.
Why would it
it's
go
gonna be
from
salty.
Why would it go from brisket to pork?
because it's
cat-
what the
cats
acid does.
involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna change complete bio.
It goes from a cow to fucking pig meat.
Honey, you're not gonna believe this, but I fed the cats just a couple chicken breasts earlier, and we're eating Wagyu tonight.
The crazy.
That's disgusting.
Look, this one threw up chimichurri for us to put on the steaks.
Oh God.
Be kind of cool to have a little cat food factory like that.
What you need is to get rid of the fat cats. You literally need to get rid of the fat cats to get some chickens.
You have a whole extra cat between the two of them right now, in weight.
Yeah.
There's a whole extra cat there.
You could feed a Chinese village with your fucking pets.
That's funny. Send them up to where's it at? Where are they eating them at? Ohio?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you could open a barbecue restaurant in Ohio with those
Yeah.
cats.
With two cats, logistically, guys,
You got
that doesn't.
oxtails and cat liver.
Cattails.
Cat tails.
Cat tail.
That's the restaurant name, Cat Tails.
Oh God.
This week we're eating Phoebe with a side of Saul.
Oh man, come on now. Phoebe's the cutest
Oh, and
damn
I
cat.
put the name in it, and it became too
Yeah, it
too
came too
humanized
much.
for you.
It's just like if I get a cow, I'm not gonna name the cow because I can't. It's so crazy. I like how
Gotta
people.
bring the cats to slaughter. Dude, Colton Jones bits have been so applicable lately.
Yeah. Hey.
I wish every time he does, I wish he does the chase scene a little more. He's talking about it. Yeah, we should just have him on.
You know the funny thing is, no offense, your cats are so fat you wouldn't even need the laser sight.
Yeah,
You're just
could throw a
fucking
net.
Pop. They're not moving. They're laying there.
Most cats just lay there. You don't have to call my cats fat.
You called your cats fat.
Hey, buddy, your cat's
You said you had 17-pound cats.
My cats.
Oh, okay. All right. Your
They're not your
cats.
fucking cats.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's like saying jokes about like certain like family. Like you got like
They're
a
cats.
Okay, let's all
They're
calm
fucking
down
cats.
for a second. They are cats.
yeah.
They're
Let's
your
calm
cats.
down a second, huh? Let's calm down a second about my fat cats.
You called them fat.
Yeah, you
call
want
him
to
fat.
He's realizing how silly it sounds as he's saying it. He's
Well,
like,
the other
yeah,
thing
I'm
is you're
right.
complaining about Uncle Sam and all the money that's going to literal fat
Oh,
cats,
yeah,
and you're
here we go.
complaining about fat
He's
cats.
defending
How much
Uncle
money
Sam
how
again.
much
I'm
money,
you love to defend the government.
I
I'm
hate the
surprised you
government.
did it. I'm surprised you didn't join the military. With
I
how
had
far
the
Uncle
offer. I
Sam's
didn't.
dick's down your
I made a
throat.
music video called "Fuck the Government." You were in it, remember?
Yeah, and that was actually that was just a ploy to try to get the government to see you. Be like, hey guys, this is actually for you. I like you guys.
Okay.
That was in Marcus's
sorry I called your
liberal
cats fat.
college days.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for apologizing. Say it to the camera.
Hey,
say
I'm sorry
Aries
that
and
I
Phoebe.
called
His cat's fat. Say their names.
all three cameras.
Aries and
Phoebe and Aries.
Aries.
Aries about as damn big as that constellation.
Jesus. Okay. All right. Now get mad at Phil. Oh, you laugh at Phil when he does it, huh?
Well,
Phoebe,
okay.
Phoebe looked like she eating that Phoebe's every goddamn morning.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
You got that mean ass dog too.
One way. One way.
Start talking shit
Oh
about
no!
it.
Oh, is it one way?
Yeah.
You should watch this podcast back and watch the one way.
No, you snapped on Marcus for no.
What are you
reason.
Say something nice.
Yeah, we should.
Say
We
something
should
nice.
invoke it.
Oh, what? You guys haven't said the rules in like 20 weeks. I don't even remember the rules.
Rule number one: no Austin
Austin
comedy.
comedy.
And what did you do all podcast?
We
You
broke that, yeah.
You broke that.
Rule
People
number
gotta
two.
know what we're doing sometimes.
I know. I'm just
Rule
fucking
number
with you
two:
guys.
no,
Hey,
we
women.
love
I'm
women, and I specifically pointed that one out earlier before I shit on women.
Right, and as long as they don't have celiac, they're cool.
Yeah. Those weren't women.
Rule number 3: if you say something negative, you got to say something positive.
No. 2C. You don't say the C word.
Well,
you
he
didn't-
said C word earlier
I said
verbatim.
C word
yeah.
earlier.
So
you said C
He's
word?
following
I
all the
said C
rules.
word.
Remember C world? All right. What's rule 4?
Rule 3. The
Three.
one that's applicable to right now. If you say something negative, say something
Y'all
positive.
could both use a little positive.
Yeah,
thing.
we should.
I feel like y'all could both use one both ways, and not condescending. I want a real one while I clean my nails. Go ahead for it.
Okay. This is what we've lost in the podcast. I'm positive. We haven't been positive lately. So
I said one statement, a positive thing about Marcus.
I'm trying to think of it.
You're devolving.
Marcus, I do appreciate you as a friend. And I think it's great how you have turned your life around with sobriety. And I wish that I could be more sober like you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a role model for him. Marcus, what do you have to say to Justin? Leave the cats out of it.
I'll chug this while you.
I was gonna I was gonna say I think you're a great pet father.
He is a good. He is a good.
You're a good pet dad.
He is.
Legitimately, you care about your pet. You care. You're a caring guy. You're a caring motherfucker.
Care about him so much, you're overfeeding him.
See, again, you laugh when he calls him fat. When he calls him fat, you get a
I'm
little
sorry, 'cause
tickle and
it's just when he does it, it just makes me laugh.
But when I do it, it makes you pissed.
Yeah.
It's because everything I
You know
say
what it
comes
is?
from a place of love.
There's like a silliness, and then when you say it, it kind of sounds like my older brother talking shit.
That's something you need to get the fuck over in your own mind.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying,
Marcus is just like me. You cannot treat him like a different human being.
Thank you.
he is a different human being.
I'm like exactly like Phil.
No, he's literally just flip his head upside down. Will look pretty similar.
All right,
Yeah.
try that. How about you put... do that. All right, now say
Imagine
a
if
fat.
my
Stop
hair-
calling my cats fat.
Imagine if I had.
I'm sorry I called your cats
No, I'm
fat.
saying
I
call
think your
my-
dog is skinny.
She is skinny.
There you go. See?
Because you're out there playing fetch with him all the time.
You know, I realize, like, yeah, I keep, like, I'm keeping that dog in shape, dude.
You ever play fetch with a cat?
I try to. Dude, yesterday I was playing with the cat. You get a little vine while the cat's outside, and Aries was chasing it, dude. And his claws are insanely sharp. His claw went right into my finger right here like a fish hook.
Ugh.
And I screamed right in his face, and he ran off with my finger in his claw. Oh,
Did
it
you have like
hurts.
a whole rotisserie chicken on him too at the time, or
Did he have a
Now
whole
he's mad at you.
now he's mad at me?
Now he's
that
mad
one
at
doesn't
you
make
for
s-
calling him fat.
I didn't say I was mad. I was.
You look mad.
You know what? I don't even get a chance to rebuttal, dude.
How do you feel about my cat?
Your cat loved Mango when he ever's in the house. It's like
Yeah.
he's your. It's
He's a
almost,
latchkey kid now.
He is. It's like you don't even like. You're like, yeah, he's around sometimes.
He'll just pop up,
He's
break
the
a piece of
sweetest
glass.
guy.
You
Yeah,
know.
he's so sweet.
Yeah.
Give me a color.
Your cat's like my uncle's cat. My uncle has outdoor cats, and he's like, I love the cat, and he has like, he'll leave it food out, and it goes away for 3 days, comes back.
Mango doesn't do. He's in every 30 minutes. He's just hanging out in the backyard.
Is he?
Surveying the property. He has a little line. He walks, little box.
And he
around.
cleans up your dog's poop.
He cleans up the backyard in its entirety. He like
Yeah.
makes little nesting spots and like pulls the weeds. It's kind of
Honestly,
crazy.
I
Yeah.
think you need to send your cats to go live with Mango for a little bit,
No,
just
dude.
to like learn.
They couldn't-
Aries
they couldn't
is
get up on the fence.
Aries is actually. It's crazy to watch Aries outside because he's where he should be.
Okay.
He's like the size of a puma. He's like, his teeth are huge, dude. He's a ginormous cat for him. Phoebe is more of an indoor cat. She should be skinnier. Aries is basically like, he's a big cat.
Moves like a
And he
puma,
can-
shaped like a Buick, though. That's what
Dude, he had, fuck you. That's funny. But when he goes outside, he shits. He creates a little hole,
Yeah.
and then he actually covers it so well. Like, you don't know that he was there because he's like, he
It's
knows how
about
to survive
6
in the
feet
wild.
deep because the shit these cats are taking her.
Big poopers.
Just Tonka trucks move around the backyard, just fucking digging it up, taking it out.
But then Phoebe,
Yo, fat pussy in the
Tonka
backyard.
Phoebe. Yeah, dude. And then Phoebe, she can't go.
That pussy's so fat, you call your cat Moose Knuckle, man. This is Moose and this is Knuckle.
That's funny too.
Holy shit, honey.
Honey, I shrunk the.
There's
I
an
didn't shrink
imprint on the
cats.
bed where the cats lay. I'm running out of steam on it.
Yeah.
They're cute cats. I love them.
All cats are cute. That's what makes cats so. That's why they survive, because they know they're cute and they know they can manipulate our feelings, man.
Yeah.
Because you know what they do? They'll puke, and then I bet they come and rub up against you and try
Always.
to schmooze you. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I puked all the food.
Yeah, I'm like that with my fiance, dude.
You
I
puke and then you
scream.
snooze up to her.
I puke and then I'll scream. Like, I screamed. I was just pissed off because I can't stand. It's just like, why? Why do you have to puke?
Yeah, why not puke in the litter box?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that was it. And my cat was shitting next to the litter box.
Oh, dude, Phoebe. Oh, dude.
Is she doing that?
Dude, she destroyed like our carpets, like, and stuff, and rugs. And we also got a litter robot. Like, we have a very expensive litter robot where
Yeah.
it cycles the shit out for the cats. And then they won't go in the fucking litter box. She'll shit next to
Because
it.
they know.
'Cause
They
they're
know there's a
scared.
robot in there, man.
Dude, if I had, whatever. Why are we talking about my cats?
I don't know.
Brought them up. You said
Because
they
you
were
said that
stressing
they
you
ruined
out.
your morning because they puked 5 times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you should,
And then Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam and my cats.
whole damn. He wakes up. You open your bedroom door. The world's out to get you. You walk outside. You feel the taxes come off every purchase. World's out to get you.
Yeah.
You come to the podcast. Your 2 best buddies are sitting here. We're out to get you.
We
Yeah.
kind of were.
Where
We
do you
kind of
get-
were out to
where
get
do
them
you
there
get
for a
your head
little bit,
above
though, dude.
water, Justin Esselmucker?
Honestly, nowhere. I feel like I've been drowning for years.
Well, you went to church the other day, right? How did that help? Did that help?
No. No, it was not. It was just that day was. Just stressed out. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I do feel like I'm just against the world sometimes.
Do you feel like you could take a psychotic notion within yourself, like just crazy people energy, and just be like, nah, everything's great?
I try to say that, and then I was like, everything's great, and then turn around, and then there's a pile of shit in front of me.
You gotta
Or-
like it. You gotta tell yourself,
Or
man,
then
they're
I'll go,
so
hey,
good at
oh
puking
yeah,
inside.
you know, got to do this thing, and then, oh yeah, there's a random bill that just came from 4 months ago. It's in the
Nice.
mail. That's cool.
What's that
from?
for?
I don't fucking know. It's something that a bill, or I guess
Homeowners Association?
toll bill. A toll.
You don't pay those, dude. Do not pay your fucking toll bill. I will kill you if you pay your toll bill. I will literally show up to your house,
That
feed
might
your
help.
cats one more time, and then kill you.
That might help. How would you do it?
What, me killing? Don't do it. Don't find out.
Don't.
I have never paid a toll
How
bill.
much was the toll bill?
Oh, it just keeps going up because it's late.
That's how they get you. It's not real.
You know
That's
what's
a foreign
crazy?
fucking country. You're gonna let Uncle Sam fuck you while Xi Jinping's also fucking you too?
Dude, I don't like Xi Jinping.
Uncle Sam collects your taxes. General Sal collects your toll bills.
Yeah, that's what, fuck General Sal, dude. That's not real. We already built that road. If you wanted us to pay for it, you should have got the money up front.
Isn't that crazy that you take the toll to save time, and then when you don't pay it on time, they start charging you more, and you're like, I
it's
should have
insane.
taken the non-toll road.
It's insane.
Yeah.
You got it. You got to just fuck them.
Light it on fire, make a TikTok, send it to China, and be like, this is what I think of your tolls.
I don't get
It's got
how...
to give above like $4,000 before they come for your ass, bro. Because then it's like worth it for them in the long run. But I've never had an issue with it, ever. Never paid them once.
So Phil's financial advice is don't pay your tolls.
Literally, why the fuck would you pay if they wanted you to pay money to go on them? They'd put a little gate up like they used to.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore. Send me a picture. Thanks for the photo. Next time I'll put the whole family in the back so we can get Christmas cards made for fucking free too. What the hell?
That's a good one.
Taking pictures of my car every time I go somewhere. Who
There
are you?
honestly
My
is,
ex?
dude. There literally is a picture of Jordan's car on our fridge right now, just the black and
Yeah,
white
you
of her
look
license
guilty as
plate.
shit.
Just
Going up to 85 miles an hour for the first time in 30 minutes. Just
There's the beauty of Texas is they don't, other than the tolls, like the traffic lights, right? They don't, or the traffic cameras.
they got rid of red light in Texas a long time ago because
Yeah.
they were unconstitutional.
Goddamn right, dude.
They were charged. They were like,
I love
Dude,
this.
you see the guys on the highway, the guys in the trucks, or any cars, they just drove, they're like in the left lane, and then they just drive over those white cones that like traffic is here, then they drive over into that express lane.
Yeah,
and then just go.
psychopaths. Yeah.
And I
That's,
go, I'm too
took
guilty to not do it.
It took me a minute though to realize that those like things are like very bendable.
Well, they
They'll
have
fuck
to
your
be.
car up.
Yeah.
If you're going fast, they will fuck your car
Not
up.
if you got a big truck.
Yeah.
That's
If
the
you
people
got a
big
big truck,
trucks.
money's
man.
no object to you.
I know, man. I want a truck so bad. I don't even want a truck. I just want to let people know I can afford a truck.
You know what I just want? I just want a car that I don't have to pay for anymore again.
I did that golf tournament last week. Saw every single 7 a.m. tournament starts at 8. 7:15, just literally just 100 F-250s.
Yeah.
Just rolling in. Lift kit here, lift kit there. I'm like, I could put my entire lineage through college with the F-250.
You don't even have a lineage.
No.
You put Mango through college.
No,
Cat
no.
college.
If I got an F-250, I would sell it.
You get an F-150.
Huh?
Sell that. Sell the F-250. Get an F-150. Keep the money.
Right. Use a little bit extra. Give it back to Justin. Pay a maid. Help him clean up the throw up.
It always
Justin's
comes
life
back
better.
to the throw up, dude.
Right.
That's why I
I'd
can't
pay
get
for you to
over
get a
it, 'cause I
maid that
just
would
keep
turn
getting
your
them.
air conditioning up for you every single day, Marcus. That's the things I would do for you boys.
Okay.
I get a maid for throw up, and I get a maid to adjust your thermostat. She's like, hey, look, if I'm not home, you
Dude,
need to be
I'll clean
miserable.
up the throw up if I have a maid to clean the rest of the house.
That's your trade-off?
Yeah.
I can do that for you. It's like $80 a
It's
month.
not about the thing of cleaning up the throw up as much as it's the timing of also the throw up.
Yeah.
I've already cleaned up the throw up 3 times. I've cleaned up so much puke already, and then it's just like
I think the cats are like, what time is Justin podcast
I
at?
honestly think it's also them being defiant, dude. That's why it makes me so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, you hear him? He's grabbing his keys.
That's literally what they do, dude.
No, because they don't like their cat food right now.
Yeah.
And buy
So
new
it-
cat food. Drop the rest off at an animal shelter. Feel
Or
fulfillment.
starve them for a little bit.
They could low key go on keto for a
They'll
hot
they'll
second.
fucking love that. Put them on my prison diet, dude.
But his cats need Ramadan.
On kale?
This is crazy. Your cats need to find the Muslim god.
Well, you said they puke 5 times a day. Is it always facing east?
Which does that matter?
It's a Muslim joke. Never mind. Muslims, when they pray 5
Cats
times
are
a day, they have
puking
to
towards
face
Mecca.
Mecca, which is east of here. So they always face east when they pray. Yeah. Hopefully, we'll never have to.
I would
deal
never
with
be able to do that because I'm always lost. My directions are bad. I don't know which way we're facing right now.
Justin would be the worst Muslim ever.
I would
Yeah.
love to see Aries and Phoebe with little hijabs on.
Dude, imagine Justin in a Muslim country where he's like, what way is Mecca? I don't know where. He's just facing the wrong way.
Which
praying
way
to
is
the
Mecca?
East.
Justin
Always east?
Just Justin praying at
But
the
what
Eiffel
if you're in
Tower.
the west?
We're in the West.
Shit,
if you're,
well,
in,
what
the
if you're in the
east,
east?
then it'd be West.
So then I gotta look west.
Yeah.
For
But
Mecca?
If you're east of Mecca, you got a whole nother set of prayer. You're in Asia.
Hey, question though. So is Mecca a god?
No, it's a city.
Are you fucking with me?
No. Mecca is this holy city. That's
Why do
where
they have to pray towards it?
because that's where the big black box is. I don't know. Islam is kind of fucking nuts, but I don't know. Can we put up the cartoon picture of Muhammad that I drew?
Don't
actually,
do that. That's crazy.
Muslims are nuts. I don't know. They have a big black box that they worship. It's in Mecca.
got
Mecca
a
is the city
stone.
where Muhammad did something. I don't know.
Got
What
a
does the
stone.
black box do?
There's a stone inside the black box that they worship.
Yeah.
They don't worship the stone, but they appreciate it.
Why? What does the stone do? It's a
What is the
stone.
stone inside Mecca? Hey, calm down, buddy. You grew up drinking water you thought was special, okay? Like, what do you?
You don't drink the holy water. You use it to dap your head.
See what
with.
I mean? I don't know. what the
Fair
hell you're doing
point.
there.
Fair
Cool.
point. You
Yeah,
don't
okay.
drink the holy water.
Oh, cool.
Have
No,
you ever
because
drank
if you
the
drink
holy water?
you probably would get sick because everybody's hands are going
You
in
wash
it.
your face. Cool.
But it's holy.
Cool.
Honestly, no. You know,
Every religion's based off some silly knickknacks, bro. You just gotta let them have it.
Yeah.
People need that shit. You know why? Because when they wake up and their cats puke 5 times, they gotta go, God, I wish I had that stone with me right now.
I watched the Da Vinci Code the other day. Have you guys seen that recently?
A whole movie about knickknacks.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The whole movie is just, what's the guy's name?
Yep.
Woody.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Pedophile, right? It's just a pedophile running around France with this hot chick who turns out to be Jesus's great granddaughter or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the crazy thing, it's
Do
like
you
a
even
good
know
movie.
who my great granddad is?
Yeah.
No, who is your great?
So I forgot at the end of the movie, after they find out that the chick who's been with him the whole time is like Jesus's offspring or whatever.
Is she white?
She's French-ish, so she's like mixed.
Yeah.
I don't know. The point is, it's a good movie, and then at the very end, after she finds out she's in the bloodline of Jesus, she does this stupid thing that I think ruins the whole movie. She walks up to this little pond and she like puts her foot on it to see if she can like walk on water. She's like, "Oh, maybe I'll have better luck with turning the water into wine." And I'm like, what a dumb way to end a really good movie. Because it's so well, and then they just end it with such a hacky, dumb fucking joke. And I'm like,
Well, I guess
was
they
so
don't got to
pissed.
watch the movie now, guys.
You wouldn't get it.
You should check out Angels and Demons.
I was gonna watch that next. That's what Hulu
I
suggested
tried to watch
next.
some of those. I didn't want to.
They're so
You know, we're
raw
watching
and out.
Handmaid's Tale right now.
Really?
Sad show.
It's the saddest.
What is that about? I haven't
Closer to
seen it.
reality than it's not right now.
It's scary. So what happens is the world used to be like what we're doing now, and then some religious people decided that they wanted to bring it back to like a crazy religious time where
Evangelical, basically Orthodox Christianity,
Yeah.
where like women are
women
housemaids and
women
handmaids.
they don't want women to read or work or anything. They just do like the womenly
Fraternize.
doodles.
Yeah.
They're like, and the men are superior. Men can only do everything.
You know what's crazy about the Da Vinci Code? It points out that original Christianity worshipped women and the divinity of women because women can create life.
It would make sense that people should worship women. They would
Yeah.
try to.
We
but
love women on this.
They
podcast.
want to them the world's that they're not creating kids, so they need to create more kids. So they're like, or
That's-
something.
that's
I
literally
don't know.
what's happening right
so
now.
they burn down the world, and
Yeah.
then they burn down the government or whatever to take over the government, and then these
There's a nuclear war.
and
They
then
send the excess women to go clean up the waste.
yes,
Okay.
It's fucked. It's
and
a
then
bad situation.
they kidnap people and they separate the families and they put kids into the rich families so they can raise those kids, and then they steal the wives that are still childbearing, and they put them into the homes of the rich commanders, people like the presidents or whatever,
be raped.
and then getting raped by the man while the wife holds the lady, and then the man's supposed to impregnate the handmaid. So handmaid's supposed to be an honor, but they don't treat anybody like.
Sounds like she's not using her hand at all. You know what I'm saying?
No,
She's
it's
not using her chair. Her hands are actually getting held down while she.
Oh God. Okay,
It's
I'm
bad.
sorry.
It's really messed up. And then, but the people are like, they're treating them like they're basically brutalizing and abusing all of these women to treat them like slaves.
Okay.
Um,
Don't
so
like that.
they become all of these women who had lives are now like cleaning these people's houses. They're not able to talk, speak to each other, do anything. They're just obeyed. And if they mess up, they chop off their fingers or kill them or hang them. Because if they don't abide by like the Bible,
Yeah.
So if they do anything,
But it's about a slow revolt. So like by the end of season 1, there's like a massive revolt, and they just like,
Yeah.
and then to make a public display of how they're on to their revolt, they just like hang
yeah.
a bunch of handmaids in the front yard of all these. It's dark. It's very, very dark, man. There's a whole couple episodes where she gets banished to the nuclear waste fields.
Yeah.
And like suffers from radiation poisoning. They come. It's just fucked up. And you're like, you're sitting there. You're like, of course, it's a radicalized thing of like what modern writers or creatives think, like Orthodox evangelicism could turn into because of how it's all being misconstrued and stuff like that.
And
then
let
it's
me
not far
guess.
from accurate.
Yeah.
This is what Democrats are saying Republicans want to do.
I'm sure that the director or writer probably has some Democrat, but it's
The show's
it's
still getting made, and it started like a few years
warning.
ago. It started during. It started.
warning.
They started doing the show during Biden's
yeah, and it's
administration.
gaining popularity now because
Yeah.
of like
It's
That's
messed
what I'm
up.
saying. Everyone thinks Trump is going to turn America into Handmaid's Tale.
I mean, it's kind of like it's just like Idiocracy. If it was like Idiocracy and Handmaid's Tale had a baby, that's kind of what our world's feeling like right
But it was
now.
like they were forced to have a baby.
Yeah, well, they're like their main job is like
Yeah.
if they're not able to get pregnant, then they ship them off to the.
It starts because
the
women
fields,
who
the
aren't
nuclear
married.
fields.
If you are a woman who is unwed or in a biracial relationship, like if
Oh
you-
yeah, biracial. That's why
So like
she's
that's how
where
it
she's
starts.
at.
So basically, if you are an unspoken for woman, a woman of color, or like
You
married
married
to
your
a
interracial
biracial
or-
relationship in the eyes of the whatever, they would like kidnap you, remove your kid, put it with the family, probably send the guy off to go clean up nuclear waste, and they take them. So it's like they're
creating jobs.
They're radicalized. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
creating
but no one's
jobs.
getting paid, and they're
But
treating
also, we're
them
being
like
nuked by Russia and China.
So the bad guys are still Russia and China.
Yeah.
And
Same
then
thing
all
in
the-
Civil War. Too.
And then the
It's good.
women are escaping to, they're taking asylum in Canada. So like the big thing is they're trying to run away and get to Canada. And so if you make it to Canada, you're good.
Do I need to watch this?
You should watch Civil War. Civil War is crazy. It kind of follows like the corporatization of
Is this
American
the Marvel
politics,
one?
far right becoming like, and then Canada and or California and Texas like leave. That's a crazy one because you're like, God, that's just like all these shows are like too close to a real line of timeline now.
Well, you know that they just, speaking of Jurassic Park, they brought back a wolf that was extinct for 10,000 years. Speaking of like movies,
And they're also deporting Americans. So what's more important?
Where are they? Oh, they're bringing,
I'm just saying film is reality.
they're trying to do the wolf. Is it to bring back a species for
They
some
brought
reason?
back a species of wolf that was extinct for 10,000
To
years.
help
I don't
the
know
land?
why they
Apparently, it's not even biologically close to the dire wolf. It looks like it, but it's like they spliced off the genomes that make the wolf dire, but it's actually like not
What's dire?
the
man?
dire wolf. We'll never be able to. Is what we're
that's-
finding out.
That's the whole thing about Jurassic Park. It's like they used frog DNA to fill in the gaps and all this shit, and that's why
Let's cure cancer. Why do we need fucking the mammoth back?
maybe the mammoth can help us cure cancer.
Maybe. Sounds like
What does
someone has
dire mean?
alternative
It's
motives.
a type of wolf. I don't know.
Found out recently that all men will die for get prostate cancer. You know that? It's
Honestly,
not a
dude, that
matter
scares
of
me, man,
it's
because the
not a
way my
matter of you
butthole's been
getting it.
feeling lately, dude. Come
You have
on,
to
yeah,
get it
knock on
checked
wood.
out. Most times they don't treat it.
Just lost my insurance, so cool.
Yeah, I just have low thyroid. That's what my
just-
doctor said. Everything else
that's-
is fine.
It's
Yeah,
scary.
thyroid's not a good. That's a bad one too. But you said you looked it up. That's
It's
why you're
low
eating kale.
thyroid.
Low thyroid.
It's like what, hormone production or what?
It's just thyroid production is low. So that's why I've been eating asparagus and
So
shit.
you're trying to say you're gay?
Yeah. My doctor looked at me in the eye and he said, I don't know how to tell you this, and I know your wife's in the room, but you're gay. And I was like, how long do I got, doc? And he's like, well,
A lot of guys,
and he asked my wife to leave the room. He's like, well, a lot of guys can live for years being gay. Magic Johnson has lived for so many years being gay.
are you saying that there's a chance?
And then he pulled my pants down and sucked my dick. And I was like, oh, this is why you get health
No,
insurance.
you opened your
baby.
phone, downloaded Grindr, and said, "These are the treatment centers in your body." Look, there's one only 2 feet away. And then he just
And there's no weight.
But there is a weight limit.
Hey.
Yeah. No fat pussy at the grinder.
Oh, dude. Speaking of,
how are you doing on time?
Dude,
you're
we're
still doing
great.
your segment
gotta
or whatever,
pee.
right?
I gotta pee like a motherfucker.
You gotta pee. You want to do this? You want to go pee and then do this?
Are we going to cut?
No, y'all keep talking.
All right. So what is this gift you want to give me, man?
Well, speaking of dinosaurs, Marcus, I found something that I had to get when I saw it. So here you go.
Okay.
Is that wrapped in?
Show what it says, who it's from.
It says to Marcus from Jurassic Park.
Whoa.
So I can only imagine.
From the Jurassic Park?
The Jurassic Park.
Oh no! Whoa! Wow! Wow! Look at that! It's a dino fossil dig kit. I've seen the sponsored ads for this.
Yeah?
Yeah, it says for your kid.
Well, it says also up there, it says for stimming or whatever. STEM.
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 That doesn't mean stemming. Do you know what STEM is? This is
I thought it was like stimming, like a fidget toy or some shit.
yeah,
That'll work
it's a
for 'em.
fidget toy, all right. Oh
Dude,
my!
open it up.
My wife's gonna be pissed
For ages 8 through Marcus.
Why is your wife gonna be pissed?
because it's just more shit that'll take away from me listening to her. Probably.
Well, that's how I open presents all the time.
It's a box. There's literally a
I'm
way
talking
to.
about the way you said it.
You open it with. Oh, my wife's gonna hate this.
Is
wow.
there sand?
There is sand.
Look
Oh
at
my
that.
gosh!
You
And
Look
then
at this.
also,
You gonna eat that sand?
So it comes in a brownie. So that's pretty cool.
okay.
And an ant killing device. Look at that.
Ooh, I'll take that if you're not gonna.
No.
You gotta show him what it said on that one thing. That's hilarious. The one you didn't
Oh,
read. The thing he loves the most. That's another reason why.
dinosaur poop. Ah! Would you get this from your cat?
No, dude, it's from the dinosaur.
Oh,
I know
look.
I know how much you love poop and
And
pee stuff.
This is the fun part. It came with 2 dab tools too. Yo, let's do dino dabs. You ever do so many dabs you think dinosaurs came back?
Dude, so I don't know how
Got
it
that before
works,
the
dude. So
tariffs
you just
hit it.
like break it open?
Is that made in China?
Uh-oh. Good call.
Got a deal on that.
I mean, like, I think there's a thing inside there. What else is in the box?
It doesn't say. Wow, look at this, dude. I mean, you just, I don't know why we made you say so many nice things when you had a present for me the whole damn time.
Yeah, why the hell did I have to say anything nice to him?
Oh, read this. It says, females bigger than males. The female T-Rex probably outweighed the male T-Rex by a few thousand pounds. Talk about fat pussy. And the reason for this may be that females had to lay several large eggs at once and therefore had bigger hips. And those hips don't lie.
You should bring the cats on next week.
Or maybe females were better hunters than males, just like today's female lions. Wow.
You should bring the cats on next week and we'll use them as chairs.
Footrests. Wow.
A
This
purring
is really
footrest?
special.
bag.
I hope you didn't spend too much on this.
Oh, I mean, well, I just...
How much did you spend on this?
Are we going to get in trouble?
It is made in China. Oh my God, it's made in China.
Well, that's why it was so expensive.
They're supposed to be cheaper when it's made in China.
No, because it's from China, then it's authentic, real dino
you know what's
shit.
crazy? A Chinese kid made this thinking, oh, an American kid is going to get to play with this.
Just a grown man with a beard.
Just a grown man with
I
a
want to
beard.
know if that's real dino poop. I don't know why you'd buy it.
Wow, how could it possibly be real dino poop?
See, smell it.
I'm not opening this.
Why not?
It's got a stand so you don't have to.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, it is dino. That's amazing. I didn't know that.
It's our podcast. In one little thing right there. It's a pebble of dino shit.
And next week I'll have dug up this whole. I don't even know what all is in here. I think it's just the skull, which you can already see.
You
so
should do it
gotta
on
dig
camera.
out. It's gonna get
That's what-
messy.
There's a whole container there.
It's a little black container full of sand and a dino tooth in there that Marcus is
This
holding.
is just a weed brownie you gave me, right?
No.
Okay.
Don't eat that.
Don't eat it. It doesn't say don't eat it.
I will eat the sand when you are done.
Ooh, it's got German instructions too.
No way.
Ausgrabungsset Anteilung. Ein Wissenschaftler zu sein erfordert
Look at the-
Geduld
look at the
und
light in his
Sorgfalt.
eyes.
Und das brauchst du auch, um in deinem Ausgrabungsset echte Proben zu finden. Oh my God. Oh, so you got to get it wet. Okay. You got to let it sit in the sunlight, then you got to get it wet, and then you got to let it soak. and then
Marcus, have you
gotta-
ever used a slip and slide?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wondering if you ever been like excited for anything else. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't see you being in a bad mood on a slip and slide. That's for sure.
Nobody's in a bad mood unless you slip and slide on it and you didn't.
And then
mean
you hit
to.
the rock under it.
Yeah.
Unless you showed up to walk and not slide, then you end up slipping and sliding. That's a bad kid.
Yeah.
We should get a slip and slide from your backyard this summer.
For real, dude. Can we do that? Please.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna come over my house?
yeah, we'll
If you have a
sneak it-
fucking slip and slide, yeah.
We'll sneak it between the mounds of cat throw up. Okay, the joke's dead.
Or
Cool.
you start collecting the cat throw up, build a ramp out of it,
Guys, most of cat throw up is
launch into a
spit.
pool.
So you want to slip and slide on the spit?
How are you picking it up? Paper towels?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just
How many
Just going through paper
pass
towels.
throughs does that take? 2, 3?
4 or 5.
So you did 30, 25, 30 swipes this morning down? Like 25 of those. Did you even it out? Like, are you doing on your left side too?
No, with my foot.
Oh, dude, do you know what I did yesterday when I was super bored at sunset while you were?
Not shave your beard.
You know what you were doing when you were kicking out the lesbians? I was just.
I didn't kick out lesbians. They kicked themselves out
First
because
of
they
all,
were too ornery.
Ladies with celiac. Anyways.
the silly ladies.
Silly
Silly ladies.
Galax.
The silly ladies. I was just doing curls of Deep Eddy lemon.
He
bottles.
was. That was like I was just watching. I'm like, this guy needs something to do.
There was nothing to do. I was watching the Tigers play
This
like
is
shit,
Marcus.
which
This
they're
is
doing
Marcus.
again. Here. Give me my fucking water.
He doesn't like people touching his shit.
Got celiac.
Yeah, I'm a lesbian. Love the ladies. No, but there's nothing to do, so I just randomly started curling bottles, and then next thing you know, like 3 people are watching me do it, and they're just dying laughing. And I was like, there's nothing to do. I did everything I could possibly do at work, and there was still nothing left to do. So I was like, let me get a quick pump in.
Oh, and then he found something to do, which was flex his muscles and look at him. He's like,
Well, yeah, because I did like 100 curls on each side. I was like, did it work?
I do the slant push-ups at the bar when I'm bored.
yeah.
I see you do that.
It's pointless now.
Also, that upside down American flag, I had to flip it upside right.
Nah, we're in distress.
No, the lesbians got offended.
Really?
No.
I couldn't see them not getting offended at that.
And well, I had flipped it upside right before they got kicked out, so they might have seen that and be like, "And you have an American flag?"
But it's just like people that just order stuff like that, or that's how they always come to the restaurant. They just you need something else.
Excuse me, sir. I did not order this dinosaur poop. I ordered a dinosaur dig kit, and it came with poop. I don't like poop.
That was half the reason why I got it, because
You knew it had poop?
Yeah, and it says it on the thing, and I go, "Oh my god, I have to get it," because Marcus hates poop. So he loves dinosaurs but hates poop.
Genuine dino poop.
Yeah.
Specimen inside.
That's why I bought it.
Shit.
My cat's not throwing up, but he's bringing me in treats.
Treats?
Like dead birds, dead mice, dead lizards.
Nice.
I love when they go hunting, dude.
Is that what you put in your chili?
Yeah. The other day I had to make him stop torturing a lizard because it was making me sad. Poor little guy.
Yeah, they do. They mess up.
Was he just like,
they mess insects
Just
up, dude.
fucking with him. Yeah.
They got those claws, bro.
Dude, I watched Rango for the first time the other day. I didn't finish it, but I never seen Rango, dude. Shit's like existential.
Maybe explain
Most
what
Pixar movies
Rango.
are.
What are you talking? What's
Rango?
Maybe some people don't know what Rango
The
is.
lizard movie,
Have you
Rango?
seen Soul yet?
Yes. I love
Soul's
that
phenomenal.
movie.
Yeah.
Soul made
Wild.
me cry. I think it almost made me cry every time. And I'm
Did
like,
we watch that together? Up in Dallas?
Maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Great fucking movie.
I think we specially downloaded Disney Plus to watch Soul.
Man, and then I watched Soul, and when the guy's like, "Man, I could die happy if I got to play with her once," and he did it, and then he dies. I'm like, if that was so real to us, I would have been dead such a long time ago. If I was like, I fucking want to die right now, and then just, you gotta stop saying those things.
There are those things where it's like, man, if I could just, do this show or open for this person or headline this, whatever, get into this festival, I'd be happy. But then when you get to do those things in your career, you're like, well, I want to keep going.
Yeah,
because what's the
Skankfest,
point of accomplishing one thing not to keep going?
Skankfest lineup drops tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you get an email back? I didn't get an email back.
I think the lineup is different. Well, the
Did you
lineup
submit?
is different.
No.
The lineup is different than the submission go around. I think they dropped the lineup of the heavy hitters first.
So this is when I'll get announced.
But I mean, there's no way. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to get it again.
Yeah.
That would
But
be
I
cool.
had a big moment there too. That felt like I was like, okay, cool.
What was your big moment?
And then now it's been like 2 years, and I'm like, okay, we need to do that again, or shit's gonna start.
Well,
tapering
it's
off
just
pretty
you
fast.
got to keep moving. You know what I mean? It's like you see this in sports all the time, but like someone will have an all-star season, and then the next year you got to do it again.
With comedy, it feels like you get so good. Everyone's like, yeah, he's good. You have good sets. He has good sets. Cool. But then at some point, it just feels like, you just got to, you just have to be out there shaking hands and then like catching the dude at the right amount of drinks. Hey, come do whatever. And you're like, yeah, totally. And people are like, how'd you do that? I'm like, I was just drinking in public.
That's honestly, I'll tell you.
You don't have
that's
to
one of
drink,
my-
but you do just have to kind of be around and in the face of a conversation that you don't want to be in all the time.
That's very true. That's why,
Thanks for the booking.
I always try to stay good. Like, I want to be like prepared and look good anytime I'm at the club because of who you're serving. Like, I've done it in restaurants. You never know who you're going to serve, like who that person can be. And that's how I've gotten things. But I also like, now I'm in the comedy world, especially it's like Moon Tower. You don't know who you're going to see inside the place. And it's just someone just looking at you going like, hey, and that's where I'm at in my career. I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm trying to do that. That's half the reason why I wanted the job at Sunset, because now I can be downtown and I can be in one place where people filter through. So you're saying hello, meeting new people constantly, but I don't have to walk around and spend money to drink beer. I'm working and making money, saying hi. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm just like, because I don't know what else to do.
Moon Tower is a tough cookie to crack too. I've never seen a submission form for that. Yeah, I don't know how to get on.
I don't know how to do most things in this world after this point. I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
Too. So like there's not going to even be as much of our presence in the club this week for Moon Tower.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things. It's like, oh, this is the reason I want to work at the club, is for these moments where where fraternization through comedy is pinnacle on top of the performance, because it's like, there's just 15 of who's on the bar right now. Yeah.
I was just watching some comedy
But also,
today
hire
from
real
some...
security for that.
Yeah.
Not me in a black t-shirt.
And shorts. Dude, the other day Phil was at Sunset and it's like you asked someone to cover you and and the person you asked to cover you was like, "You're working right now?"
Every time.
You were
I got
wearing
asked.
golf shorts, a random black T-shirt, nothing that even remotely resembled working,
Yep.
and you were on the clock the
On
whole
a Saturday.
time.
And I got asked to do a guest spot.
Yeah.
So Mikey Biggs, he was like, "You just been whole day checks and balances for you, huh?" I'm like, yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
I had to go up and I was nervous.
I saw it in your eye. You go up there and you're like, "I'm on." The first thing he does is go, "I'm on 50 milligrams of edibles
Yep.
right now." I'm like,
I
did
said
not have to
that. That
tell
was
him
last night.
Yeah, you said that the other night too.
No, I didn't.
It was
mention
true the other
in
night, though.
shorts. I didn't mention it when I was in shorts because I didn't want them to have another reason to not trust me. Shorts was enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you said it.
No,
Maybe you
that
said it in
was-
the green room and I heard that.
I said that last night because the crowd was so low energy. I had something planned to say after Ryer, backed out on it because I was like, it's not worth it. And then I said that to Matt. I was like, hey, I'm also kind of low energy right now. But then I was just like, no, you want to work this new bit out about piss bottles. And that was great.
And you did talk about piss bottles.
It was really well.
It's almost like the podcast is fueling your stand-up, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, y'all.
it's
I mean,
hard.
last year we covered that story, and then everyone else I told it to was like, yeah, you have to make that a bit. And I was like, okay, cool. And sure enough,
Yeah.
pulled a little bit from that segment or that story. Like I took his comment that he made. I'm pissed.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we talking? Oh, yeah. And then I went up early.
You know what's awesome? Because this has never been the case ever until recently. You get to go up on stage while serving tables and do your whole bit about how you hate serving tables in front of the people that you're serving.
Yeah.
And when you do that, it crushes so hard because it's
Yeah.
like you've been doing this bit essentially for 10 years. And now you finally get to do it for the people who it's most related to.
And it's
Good
really
Ellen's Diner in New York.
yeah.
It's so awesome.
It's also thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I didn't know I did.
I wasn't even sarcastic.
Yeah, so it is cool to do it in front of the people, but I'm realizing though too that some of the people are fueling that rage like right at during the show. So it also sucks because it's like there's a whole bit that I've done like so people don't know that I've been doing it, but I can just add in what they're doing and it's kind of bad because I'm like fuck, I might burn down this whole tip. Because I'm calling the people out. I literally told this guy that was in the front row that held a menu to my face. I called him out to the entire crowd. And I was like, this guy right here did this to me. And I was like, well, I probably shouldn't do that.
What do you want? Single Tito's tall with extra limes. Just order a Sprite, you piece of shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So it's just funny. And then they
one
do
guy
the
was
stuff with the
holding his
light to
candle
me.
up at you.
He did that last
And he was
time.
like, I'm helping you. I hate that. You think you're helping?
no, yeah,
Did it
that's
hurt your tips or no?
I almost
didn't
walked
do that
up and
good last
brought you
night.
your tablet, but I was like, that would be a mixed
well,
bag.
it was fine, but the guy like also he was like doing this thing. It's just the same. It's the same bit that every person has ever done in the entirety of comedy. Is this like the heckler going, "I'm helping you. I'm helping you be funny right now." And the whole thing was I got so sidetracked because I was going to talk to this other guy. I was going to do my whole bit, and I'm like, "Well, I have to put this guy down."
Yeah.
Because he's being an asshole to me and making me look like he's
An
like,
asshole.
"Oh, yeah."
They
So
were
I'm going to call him
weird
out.
bunch last night
It was a weird bunch. It was interesting. I thought
for a late show.
I pulled it out. I think I got him in the middle. There were some weird times of it, yeah. But it's fun talking to people because it also helps serving people for like an hour and then I go on stage because they all know me.
Familiar face. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you think you were safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him what I tell you. I've been putting my fingers in all your drinks.
Yep. And they love it.
Yeah, but you actually do it.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not washing my hands.
Yeah.
I'm touching the rims. Yeah,
I'm literally
shaking
I'm
beers.
literally talking shit to the people. Then I come down to them and I'm like, "Hey guys, so anything else?" And I'm like such a bitch about it
Yeah.
because I still want that money, you know.
Yeah.
They're like, "You did so great," and I called them an idiot. You're like,
They
"Okay."
love it, dude. They're
love being
suckers for it.
People love to be put down unless you're like the celiac lady. If that lady would have been at the that would have been amazing.
Yeah, if she would have been there, you'd be like, I just rubbed a whole slice of white bread all over your fucking beer.
Yeah.
I just
Tough
don't get-
nuts.
The bartender ate a whole sandwich before the shift started.
Oh, dude.
I did. I ate a
On
fat sandwich.
French bread.
No,
Dude.
whole grain. So much bread. It's like bread and bread. It's like 12 different types of bread in one
I've
bread.
always just realized and told people that go out to restaurants or bars, man, you just got to leave it up to the gods. If you're worried about everything, you're going to have
Eat at
anxiety.
home.
You're going to have anxiety. Yeah, the same people that come out to the thing they just make it very difficult. It's just
Well,
like, you
it's
shouldn't
crazy,
come
like,
out.
because I'm a germaphobe. I enjoy eating at home because I know everything. I wash my
Yeah.
hands in between every little thing. That's why my hands
Yeah.
are dry. And I'm just like, I know everything that went in. I know the seasoning. I know the pans were clean. I know everything. And then I eat it and it feels good.
I forget people be hitting pins before they come into Sunset or like hot boxing. Like you can't smell it on anymore because people hit pins.
Yeah.
But you'll know when you try to take their order and they're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
do you
Like
guys
same thing
have,
you've ordered
like-
for the last 8 years of your life. What is it going to be? Like,
Right.
Shiner Bach and a Jameson. I'm like, there it is, buddy.
Thank
See, hey,
you.
we're all high. You're going to have a good time.
They all look at you and they go, I don't know. What do you? They have the menu in their hand. Like, I
Oh,
don't
they
know
have the
what
menu
you
and
have.
it's in 9-point font.
The thing with people
a
just
dark room.
with it's just like adults, just like at a certain point, I just feel like adults with alcohol, it's your medicine. You take the same one all the time. You might switch it up a little bit, but you should know what you drink.
Right.
And it's usually, if it's a full bar, it's everything that you want. Unless you're one of those complicated, you need a random tequila that no one carries.
Oh, they'll ask for a dirty martini and I'll say, get fucked. How about that? You want a beer?
Were you guys at that mushroom show they did last week? It was
No,
there was
I
some
missed it.
mushroom convention in Austin last week, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where were you at? You were doing golf stuff. Your other favorite thing. But there was this mushroom convention. They had this mushroom show at the club. And some guy came up to the bar and he was like, what kind of bourbon do you have? And I'm like, oh, we got, fucking whatever, dude.
Makers.
I forgot about Makers, but I was like, we got Buffalo Trace. We got whatever. What's a Wild Turkey?
Wild
we got
Turkey.
And he's like, do you guys have like this whiskey that's like aged in like a wine bottle or some shit?
wine barrel?
Cognac.
Wine, yeah, that whatever the fuck that is.
Cognac.
That's well, he didn't use that word.
It's probably, there are bourbons. There's so many bourbons.
Yeah, and he's like, well, so you guys don't have like. So I told him no, and then he was like, so you don't have like. I'm like, oh, the thing you just asked that I said no to.
Yes.
If you ask again,
Yes.
it's still no.
That actually yes, they always do that. You tell them literally the list of what you got.
Yeah.
All right, or the wine, for example. There's two wines. I got
about
a
I give
Cabernet and a
you-
Chardonnay, and they go, do you have a Pinot?
Where this
or
is
do
my
you have
research.
this?
Where is the cab from? And then I went and asked this. Did I tell y'all this already?
Yeah,
I
I
go up to the
think-
bar and then I go ask
It's
Cole,
from-
what year?
Yeah.
He goes 2020. 2020. I go, where's it from? He goes 7-Eleven. Tell him it's from 7-Eleven.
Yeah, it's from California. You
Yeah.
dumb bitch.
Yeah,
I hate
dude.
that shit. You should have told that guy. I could pour you a Evan Williams and put a little splash of Cabernet. in
Yeah,
there
that's
if you
what the
want.
bartender was like. You should have just given him well, and I was like, I'll try to upsell him. But
Yeah, dude. And then you go, do you rate off the beer? Well, do you have this beer though? Did I say that?
that's
I
that's
say
my
it?
favorite. To people who would be like, hey, can I get a Dos Equis? And I'm like, well, we have Modelo, and he's like, so you don't have Dos Equis? I'm like,
No.
Then I would have just given you that.
I would have said yes, of course. I'll get you a Dos Equis right away, but I don't have it.
My favorite was there was a Russian lady at Good Evening
getting Dos
News a couple
Equis.
weeks ago.
Are we?
And she was like, can I get a vodka Red Bull? And I was
love
like,
that.
okay, do you have a preference on vodka? I didn't say that, but I was like, do you have a preference on vodka? She's like, Grey Goose. And I was like, yes, you're a real Russian.
Is that what Russians drink? I thought it would be more.
No, but Grey
That's
Goose is
just the
French,
nicest
but Grey
one.
Goose is nice vodka.
Yeah.
If I'm
I was like,
drinking
do you
vodka,
want
it's gonna be Grey
Taka?
Goose.
Yeah.
No, not Ukrainian, soon to be Russian. I don't know where Taka's from.
No, I love that though.
How
I
about
love Russians when they
Tito's?
order. Yeah.
How about Uncle Tito?
I'll always remember, dude. I'll always remember when a Jamaican ordered that. A Jamaican lady ordered Red Stripe for me, and I said it right back. She goes, "Can I get a Red Stripe?" And I go, "Can you get? Of course you can get a Red Stripe." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And then I kept talking. I'm like, "She's actually Jamaican."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I don't think I can do that, but whatever." I do that with accents.
hilarious.
Anytime I hear an accent. Last night, a guy was from Australia.
You
And I
got
was
it?
like, "Here you go, bro." And it's just like I don't know.
They don't
if
say
it's-
bruv.
he was from one of those. He was like where Jake's from,
England?
like England or Australia. And I just
completely
I said
different
one of the
countries.
things. I just said, "All right, here you go, bro." And I'm just like, I can't do that, but I do it.
No, you can do it with British. You cannot do it against races, though. You can't cross races to do accents.
I do it.
He did it to the Jamaican lady.
can make
You think
fun
it was
of
a
a
white
Russian
Jamaican
person.
lady?
I do. I mean, I'll talk to the black ladies like I know how to get. I know how to get black girls wild up.
Couple things about being white.
Yes, you know how to
Jamaican.
piss off black women. That's for sure.
I know how to make them laugh too.
You know what's so funny? When we would do the black clubs in Detroit, Justin would like turn into a black woman. Not a black guy, a black woman in the black rooms.
Yes.
I've seen it.
But you haven't seen it in a black room.
No, it
You've
would
seen it
be-
around black
I would be
people, but
outside
not
smoking
in
a
a
cigarette.
whole black,
I'd be
like a
starting-
black-owned business.
I'd be starting the car up for them.
Oh no, dude. They be stopping me after the show, being like, "You crazy white boy, you crazy as hell."
You can come to the cookout.
I mean, I remember it used to.
But
be
he would
really-
never show up.
I remember it used to be really
late.
bad though. It used to be like, "Oh, bless your heart, like you tried." I used to get booed off the stage, dude. I'd be like, "Who the hell? Boo!" And
Yeah,
then
I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy.
Boo you, white boy.
For real. Like, at was one point, there was just one show. I remember it was at Baker's Keyboard Lounge.
Baker's, that's where I got
on
booed
8
off
Mile.
too. Once.
It's
I
on
did
8
well
Mile.
there too, but I got booed off once.
That's where I
didn't
go
get booed
all the
off,
time. And so it's a small room and it fits like 80 people and it's like everybody
They
that
pack
TEJAS
it in.
they pack it in. So the stage is on top. You're like on stage, your junk's in front of someone's face. You're
a
like,
jazz
"Hi guys."
club.
Yeah.
So everybody's sitting and I literally said, I think the first joke, and it was just some white dumb thing like, "Hi guys, so I live at home with my family," or something. And this lady was just like, "Boo!" She stood up and she was like, "Boo!" And the host at the time, Kool-Aid, he was like the coolest guy at the club, dude. He was hanging out with like 5, 6 women in this booth, and he was like hanging out, drinking,
legend,
sipping.
dude, yeah.
He's a legend,
R.I.P.
dude. And I just started, so and he doesn't care. He doesn't really like because it's not that serious. He's like, "Oh, do your shit," and then when it starts fucking up, he'll get up and get you off the stage. So and it was just like a meeting. She was like, "Boo!" And he's like, "What the hell?" And then she just kept booing me. And they were like, "Get him off the stage." They're like, "Kool-Aid, get this white boy off the stage." And then
That happened to me once. It wasn't going that bad, but one guy hated me, so he pulled his phone out and started lighting me. And I was like, "You can't fucking light me, fuck you, dude." And then he started, "Hey, Kool-Aid, come get him." And Kool-Aid pops his head in. And he's like, "Nah, you're fine." And I just kept going because I was like, "Fuck that, dude." And I used to do it. This was back when I was like single. And I would do these jokes about, trying to date black women. And then I'd get off the stage and I would go to the bar and the black bartender would be like, "Oh, so you're trying to date a black woman?" I would be like, "Well, you want to go out?" And I went out with her once, but
Started in Houston, had a couple of those incidents. Did like a
It was fun,
aisle
dude.
rum bar. And I was at the time I was still telling the gay dad joke. It was like my best joke I had written today. And they were like, "Is that shit real?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." They'd be like, "Come smoke the blunt with us."
Yo, the funny
yeah, dude, right there, the scene.
And then in Dallas, in North Dallas, I remember one time I was bombing my dick off at like a hood ass hookah lounge. It was not cool. It was bad. And they had a DJ directly behind me standing.
Yeah.
And then halfway through my set, I'm just like, "Do y'all like me?" And then just
Dead
and the
silence,
DJ,
yeah.
you just hear, "What up?" And he goes, "We don't like you, Phil, but we believe in you, Phil." And then the whole crowd laughed. I was like, "Okay, we can work from there." But it was
dude,
fun afterwards.
that was the
Yeah.
shit, dude. It was basically like it just turned into survival for me.
Early days in comedy doing those rooms.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't think about it any differently, which is crazy to think about.
Well, I wish Austin had a black scene, but
I do.
What are you
There
gonna
is
do?
one that I found that I want to do eventually. I forget the name of it, but I
in
wanna try it.
Austin.
It's
Yeah.
crazy how much culture is missing from Austin and how much it accredits itself as being a culture-filled town.
Yeah, Austin is white people who think they're cool even though they've never been anywhere other than Austin.
No, I high key miss Hearst, Texas. There's like actual corners of culture you can go into. But here it's like, well,
I do miss Detroit. Detroit, I mean, there were stuff like I just never experienced, and then I started experiencing it, and I was doing it all on my own, and it was scary at the beginning, and then I was like,
Austin-
it became normal, and it was fun.
Austin is still segregated.
Yeah.
It's like straight up a segregated town.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's honestly like I get tired of going out because you're just like I see the same group of 5 people everywhere I go in this town.
Yeah, and then and then you got the tourists, and then the tourists actually is kind of oddly
Even
the
they
same.
whiter
just
than the
them.
other people,
One,
yeah.
one
They're
white
all
chick
the-
with the big flat brim hat.
Yep.
Another dude who's like a spiritual warrior who just knows some ancient knowledge that you don't. Probably takes a couple more types of salt than you do
But
every
he
day.
still plays Call of Duty for some reason.
Another guy who went here for school but came back because I just love the way Austin feels, man. I just breakfast tacos. And you got this town tired of it.
Yeah.
Tired of it.
We
Tired
love
of the people.
Austin.
Austinites, dope. People from the town, dope.
But there's like
people
6
I've
of
ever met.
them, man.
Yeah, no, like older people. I've realized this recently.
know what?
I talk to old people in Austin now because
Yeah.
they are fucking cool.
That's how I've learned so much about Austin because of all the serving. I've actually served a lot of Austin people. But then the funny thing is just like I got so annoyed of telling people that I'm not from here because every time you say you don't know something, they're like,
Yeah.
"What? Where are you from?" And then I go,
I
and then I would
realized-
tell them that I'm from here. I would start messing with people because I got bored. I'd be like, "Yeah, no, I'm from here," and they're like, "How do you not know this?"
I realize I can't really shit on Austin. I'm wearing an Austin FC soccer jersey.
See,
right
those are cool people though. Those are some cool people.
Those
that
are
do the
cool
AFC
fucking
shit.
people when we
Yeah.
went to that game. Yeah.
I know an old lady who is a bank robber. That's dope. That's cool.
Really? I do know a lady from here. What was her? My regular
Probably Gail or something like that.
Donna, not Donna,
Gail
not
and
Donna.
Donna.
Gail and Donna.
I know a couple Gails.
Yeah,
still
she
smoke
traveled the world.
cigarettes
She's traveled the
inside.
world twice. She's a journalist. Traveled the world twice. She's like 95. She grew up here. Her family helped like find Austin, Texas, and she knows so much about it. She's
dope.
so well connected.
We met someone
Oh
at the
shit,
protest.
Carol.
We met Gail at the protest last week and shooting WTF is going on. We start talking to her a little bit more and she's like, I'm like, did you protest in the past? She's like, we ended the Vietnam War through protesting. And I was like, you were protesting Vietnam? And she was like, yeah, here on this lawn, like 50 years
crazy.
ago. I'm like, that's cool. That's a cool conversation. She talked about the proficiency of protest and how it's like, how it may seem meaningless, but it's actually like super important that like this is happening because ideas start and you can't kill an idea.
And you get a good ass weed at a protest.
Right.
Too.
And that's what she said. She said that she was at Eeyore's birthday because I said, yeah, we cover things like Eeyore's birthday. She goes, I have been to a couple Eeyore's birthday. Don't remember them though. Too many shrooms, but they were a good time. And I was like, Gail, you're sick. Like, I'm not sick. I'm not coughing. No, like sick is a cool thing. You're like,
is that what the kids are saying? It's like, no, that's what on my generation, the kids are saying whole different shit now.
Oh, yeah.
She thinks we're the kids.
Yeah, dude. We're old.
Gail, I can dig it.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say to Gail. I can dig it.
Dude, when you find an old person that's done mushrooms and they're just like, you're a cool person.
Like
They
if
love
you
to
were a
tell you.
kid when she was like, well, we protested the Vietnam War here and I went to Eeyore's first birthday and you were like, no cap? And
No
she's like,
cap. Yeah.
she'd have been like,
No,
what?
we were all wearing caps.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. They all said make America
it wa-
great again.
She'll be like, no, Austin was still the capital back then. Like,
She was happy to hear we were going. It's the next weekend. She was
Eeyore's
like,
birthday.
I'd love to hear that it still goes on. I'm like, yeah, it's still the exact same thing. Bunch of people on mushrooms.
They gave us a bunch of free mushrooms at that mushroom show, mushroom chocolates. So
Scary.
you guys ever want to get trippy?
Dude, I have a bag of mushrooms that I have not done in like a year.
I don't have any mushrooms actually. I
like
don't
the way
even
I'm
know
thinking
what
about things.
mushrooms are.
I'm talking about shiitake mushrooms
Yeah.
that I've had for a
I
year.
hate
So they're
those
dried
mushrooms.
up and
Eating mushrooms, I don't like.
I actually
food
don't
mushrooms.
mind the taste of them.
That's because you're getting old.
My psychedelic day and age has passed, I think.
That's where I'm at. I think I'm at like I want to do like I think I have like I need one more trip. I need like a reset.
I'm gonna do mushrooms again. They're fun. I like mushrooms. Acid I might be done with. DMT, like I said, I've done it. I'm good.
Yeah, I just don't think I've done the mushroom trip. Like I've done some tripping. I've done some things. I just want like because the last one, remember, I got trapped in the house. I got trapped in the apartment. The door broke. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
And that was a nightmare.
I want to do another face melter this summer, but I want to be like outside.
Yes, I want to like in my yard. I just want to go out in my backyard.
Can I do it in your yard? Can we do it in your yard, or you want to do it by yourself? Can I use your backyard to do mushrooms?
I can't do mushrooms.
I'll just come over and be like, hey, I'm gonna not even bother you guys.
That's another thing. But I think there's something I just like.
No, I just feel like I want a roller coaster for hours. It's like nauseating. I want to throw up. I want to call my mom. Definitely can't call her. Not like this. Just sweating for no reason on a couch. Materials, colors, everything. Conversation. So exhilarating. So nauseating. Too much.
Maybe just want like a ego death or like a message or just some helpful.
Me
you
running
guys
through it
aren't
right
getting
now.
that?
Me running through it right now made me actually think about going to fish for enjoyment for the first time in my life.
Fishing's great. I love fishing.
Yeah.
I used to love fishing, but
thought
now
you
I don't
meant-
like to kill things. So fishing is like kind of hard
I
because
don't
it's
like that part either.
It's the thing of like I don't know what happened to me after I'm so emotional and caring that it's to a fault that it's trauma. It's not helping. It's not benefiting my life.
Like I want to go fishing
That's why I
just
don't
to
wanna
be
do it.
on the boat. I want to cast the rod, but I want no bait or hook. Like I don't want to catch anything. I just want to sit there, pretend I'm fishing.
You can.
It's like drinking decaf, you know. I know I can.
That's actually true. Like drinking decaf.
Yeah.
That's kind of like hook and release.
Yeah, but I don't want to hook and release.
Yeah.
That's like tasting wine and spitting it out. No, I just want to sit there. I just
You
want to
ever
be
watch-
on the
I
water.
could trip sit, but I'm not doing it.
Everybody that's ever told me they're going to trip sit me has never trip sit me, and I've always needed help.
You're
when
just a driver. That's all you are when you trip sit. Driver and a conversationalist. Be like, hey, you've had this conversation 5 times. Stop.
Yeah, I don't need
Yeah.
a trip sitter. I can trip. I could eat 5 grams by myself. I'll be fine.
I for sure.
just-
I like to be. I've never
What's
done psychedelics by myself.
What's a heroic dose?
For me, like 4 or 5 grams of mushrooms. For me, one tab of acid.
But see, and then the
One tab
crazy
of
thing
acid
is I've done
always
like
too much acid.
I've done like just sometimes I've tried to like microdose and you take like a mushroom cap and you're like, oh my gosh, no, I'm doing like a trip right now.
Yeah.
But then that's not even a gram. That's like point something.
I think the last time I tripped was accidentally downtown. And that was like, how did that even end? I went on stage. That's like JJ pointed out recently. That was like one of the first times we met. So I had someone had given me like a quad, like a bite of chocolate. I went downtown to go bark for the show I was on. By the time I got, like, I parked my car on 6th Street and I got out and all the bricks were just like moving around and all the buildings were like big and over me. And
Yeah.
I was like, whew, found Sonny Carlin outside of Vulcan because I went to the boys and they were like, "You good?" I'm like, "I'm tripping and I was like, I need help. Like I'm on a lot of drugs. Didn't expect to be like this. I got a show." And Sonny Carlin was like, "Well, I'm off work. I'll take care of him. Don't worry about it, boys." And he just took me to my show. I was like watching the wood paneling on the floor run over my feet like water. The bottles on the liquor shelf just jiggle like gelatin. And then they're like, "Hey," Jimmy's like, "You're up next." I'm like, "Okay."
How'd it go?
It was well. It was very like JJ's like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
Nothing like too great, but definitely a good set.
Yeah.
But only because it was like I told him I was like, "I'm on mushrooms."
Have I ever tell you?
I love what?
Your best set, one of your best sets. Sorry, you remember this?
Yeah, the Molly.
Yeah, he took Molly, did 20 minutes at an art shop, and fucking murdered, dude, because he was just so vulnerable. And it was so funny, dude. He was just crushed.
Just having a hard time. Everyone else was just losing their shit.
He was
not like
just
the calm down.
dying,
It
dude.
was it was that was fun. And then I also had like ones on like mushrooms. I've done so many stupid things on stage, but there's like mushrooms I thought was a cheat code. Mushroom was like unlocked something that I was like, this is like crazy how you can talk about what you can talk about. That one was so long ago I can't remember, but I remember that kind of day because I was like, what are we doing? And I was like, we were downtown Detroit and we're like, whatever, this show's like, whatever, we're gonna have fun. And then we did it. And
It's
then
funny. He's like, this show's whatever. Meanwhile, I'm fucking going all over Midtown Detroit, barking my ass off, trying to get anyone to come.
I was barking on it. And then everything just started getting crazy. It was fun.
You can fill the room sober. You can not fill the room less when you're stoned. You can create a vibe when you're drunk. You're less likely to hitch onto one though.
Yeah.
But on mushrooms, it's like you're connecting with the room. You're also wielding the room.
Yeah.
A little bit of alcohol in there. But mostly like you're gonna feel everything. You're gonna feel the guy like I don't know. That's the crazy thing about performing on mushrooms to me is like it is a truly like in and out ventilation system when you're performing on mushrooms.
Well, that's why, like, being sober this past whatever, like, I'm having good sets because I'm just locked the fuck in. I'm going up and I'm just.
You have your plan. You're aware. You're faster than the crowd.
But I can also like adjust. I have my plan, but I can go off that plan and get right back to it.
That's what I've been going through right now is a transition of like, what do I want to talk about? If I want to keep talking about this part or this, depending on the stage. I mean, the time I get. And I'm like, and I keep doing the restaurant stuff because I've been trying to work it out, but
it's working.
So,
yeah,
because I feel like I've been missing some fire on him, like some stuff that just is not hitting as hard. So,
can I trip in your backyard this summer?
Sure, dude.
Cool.
Well, don't just say it. Can I?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna plan a day. I'm gonna put it in a calendar.
Seems like a good place to wrap up.
Yeah.
All
right.
This was fun.
We'll all
Sorry,
be changed spirits the next time we see you guys.
Yeah, and I apologize for my outburst when I said that I was mad early before this.
I'm sorry for calling your cats fat, dude.
I'm sorry for calling your cats fat, man. That's rude.
Well, I love you guys, and I appreciate all of the hard work that everybody does for this podcast. So thank you. And thank you for watching.
See you
Make
next
sure you
week.
subscribe, comment.
Code WETPOD. 15% off. That's taxes and then so on, TEJAS.
Check out the live show, May 30th, Sunset Strip. Take a link in the description.
And if you want to have some fun, you want to chill out, drink a TEJAS tonic. We'll see you next week. This is the Works Every Time podcast.
Love you, Mom.
Ciao.